How was your trip? No, because it shouldn't be that bright because it's not supposed to be bright for superstars.
How about now? All
That was a
right, let's
mistake I
start
made.
over. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Javier Luis.
And of course, Johnny Boricua Prince Donis.
So yeah, so my trip was good. My
Good, I'm
trip was
glad.
good.
Productive?
It was very productive. It was business, mostly business. Went out to shoot my music video in Puerto Rico, and I've been trying to keep it under wraps
Okay.
because I'm old school from the
Absolutely, yeah.
old industry. We believe in not revealing anything until post production. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Anything pre, don't
It
share with
basically feels
nobody.
like a jinx. You don't want to
Yeah,
jinx it. Stuff. I get it. I get it.
and a lot of people don't want to see you happy.
No, no,
That's the thing.
absolutely. Go, mira, este se cree que gente, this stuff and everything. That's
Yeah.
all right. You're just giving me attention.
Oh, you see?
That's the way I look at it. Because I
That's
don't really care what you think of me. Because
right.
if you don't pay my rent, you don't pay my bills, you don't sign my pension check.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
Right.
You're of irrelevance to me.
Right. Right. What about you? What's going on? How was your
Nada, nada.
weekend?
I don't even remember what I did. I'm so old. I can't remember what I did yesterday. No,
Yeah,
it was quiet.
it was quiet.
I just chilled out, watching my Mets win.
Okay.
And this weekend we're supposed to be we got the Ninth Avenue Food Festival going on. So we're gonna see if we go on
Okay.
Saturday, which is supposed to rain, pero not as much rain and stuff like that.
Saturday and Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to go down there. It's been a while since I've been down. This pre-pandemic. The last time I went was, I think I was still a fatty. That was more than a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So I want to see, take my son. He said
Good.
he wants to go and stuff.
Good, good, good.
We'll go from there.
So let's see who's chiming in, people. Right now we have nobody chiming. That's all right. Don't come in.
Así la vida. They'll show up. They'll
they'll
figure it
show
out.
up. There's four. Oh, cool.
I don't
Welcome,
see
four
nobody.
people.
Well, welcome the four people that are on. We don't know who you are, pero with me, of course, I never know because people forget
Were
to
you
tag
able
me.
to-
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
been able to do
Este
anything.
muchacho needs a login 101 or
Well,
tagging
listen.
101.
At least I'm consistent, right?
Yeah, you are.
One day when I'm able to do this, I won't need you anymore.
Oh.
So consider yourself needed.
Oh.
So no te pongas
Listen,
fresco.
how come I can't find you now?
Oh, now you can't find me.
No.
You know, esta gente, esta gente.
I think the sun did a job on my phone.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Let me try and see if I can figure it out.
Go to the LDM network.
Yeah, let me try
There
that.
you go. Anyway,
Hey, look at it. It popped right up.
you see, there you go.
Que chulería. All right.
Okay, so let's jump right into our first subject, mi gente. We're gonna talk about the most common and disturbing of acts, which is domestic violence,
Yes.
and we we want to kind of target more towards male victims in domestic violence,
Okay.
which is something that we really don't hear much of,
Right.
but it exists. Right.
Yeah. It goes, and then they're not always as obvious as you might think.
Right.
They sell the domestic abuse is about controlling someone's mind, emotions, as much as hurting their body.
Yeah.
I think emotional damage is more prevalent than physical damage. 'Cause
Right.
you can heal the wounds, but the emotional wounds, they'll stick with you forever. That's when you get PTSD. Then you get hatred for a gender or
Yeah.
for males and don't want to be with someone.
Right.
And then you get so broken down that you'll be with anyone just so they'll give you attention, whether it's positive attention or negative attention.
Right.
And Rosa, hola, bienvenido.
Rosa, bienvenido.
And it's a sad thing, and you never really notice that you're in an abusive relationship until you're so deep in it, you don't know how to get
Right.
out.
Right, right, right. So we have some statistics here, and it says 1 in 7 men have experienced severe physical violence by an intimate partner during their lifetime. 1 in 7 men, as well as 1 in 4 men, 28.5% in the U.S. will experience rape, physical violence,
Yeah.
and or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime.
Yeah, and the thing is, those statistics are usually wrong because you have a vast majority that doesn't get reported.
Right. So 28%
It's very
is-
low.
is low.
Yes.
It should be much higher
Oh,
because
absolutely. I would dare say maybe 30 or 40%,
yeah.
maybe even more.
And of course, it depends on the geographic and
Well,
the
yeah, the culture
ethnicity, the
also. The
culture.
culture has a lot to do with it, especially in the
Right.
Latino culture.
So, what are reasons why men? What are some reasons why these numbers are not higher, or they're not being
Well,
documented?
because of the fact that one, like I said, in the Latino community, you're supposed to be the man. You're not supposed to show weakness or vulnerabilities.
Right.
And generally, when a dude, I mean, a woman slaps a man or whatever, they don't constitute that as domestic violence.
Right.
It's just that I don't know, something happened, me metió una pecosa, and that's it.
Right.
But it begins like that,
Right.
and then it's just like with women. They'll start working on you emotionally.
Yeah.
Where were you? I want to know where you at. I called you a million times. You didn't pick up your phone. You went straight to voicemail, whatever. It's the same, almost the same exact situations as what happened to a woman.
Right.
But the women know how to do it more subtly because they have the law on their side. Because
Right.
they're gonna say, "Oh, come on, you're abused by that little woman, 4'11", soaking wet with two bricks in her hands and only
Yeah.
weighs 110 pounds."
Yeah.
Unbelievable. No, and a lot of men don't do that because now if they retaliate or defend themselves and hit them back, now they're the abuser because a lot of times the women will turn it over. Oh, he hit me,
Yeah. Right.
and then when they say she hit me first, he goes, "Yeah, okay,
And that the thing is, the law's on their side. Now, let's
yeah."
see. Welcome, Nathan Thomas, for watching. Reinaldo,
Reinaldo, what's up,
bienvenido.
Papa?
Bienvenido, gracias por estar con nosotros. Estamos hablando de la violencia doméstica, pero en el punto de vista de los hombres, no de las
Yes,
mujeres.
but there's really no hay mucha diferencia
Yeah,
entre el hombre abusando de la mujer y la mujer abusando del hombre, porque
yeah,
ellos usan casi los mismos tácticos.
yeah.
You
Mhm.
know, they'll keep cash and credit
Right,
from you,
right,
or they'll get credit cards without you knowing, and spend and spend and then blame you, and they put an allowance, and they'll put the man in an allowance.
right.
But you know what? In some ways, we're at fault with that, with the allowance thing, because usually when the man works, he comes home y entrega el cheque.
Yeah,
She pays the bill. She does whatever she needs or whatever. Oh, we were short this week. I need some more money from you. What happened? Oh, this bill crept up on us or whatever. And we tend to believe it because they're the accountant,
yeah.
basically, in the family. And that
Well,
starts también.
that's that part of that domestic violence is when you give one partner too much power.
Exactly.
You know, in a relationship, it should all be equal. When you already start seeing that it's not equal, there's something going on.
Yeah, yeah,
There's something
it's true.
behind.
But the thing is, we tend not to see the signs
Right.
because throughout history in our culture, I don't know about anybody else's culture. I can only speak for our culture. The man works.
Hmm.
He brings home money. She takes care of the bills. She takes
Yeah.
care of the house. She's the administrator of the house,
Yeah.
basically. Because I know a lot of older men that have lost their wives whose job was to take care of the household, take care of the children at home and everything, and then they're lost.
Right.
They'll go into bankruptcy. They'll lose the house because they
Right.
don't know how she paid the bills or who she paid them to or whatever. You have to. We have to break that stigma, if you want to call it,
Mm.
and start getting involved in stuff. Honey, let's see if we can pay this. Or how are we paying this or whatever, just in case of an emergency or whatever, and hopefully the woman doesn't take offense to it and
Yeah.
stuff. And it's a thin line, man. It's a
Yeah.
thin line.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here, they also talk about gay men and lesbians, and it says 1 in 4 gay men, and 1 in 3 bisexual men, and 3 in 10 heterosexual men will experience rape, physical violence, and/or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime. Now, the interesting thing about this is that lesbian women, or women in general, whether they're straight, lesbian, or bisexual, but here they're targeting lesbian and bisexual, have the highest rate of abuse. Here you
That's
have
interesting.
44% of lesbian women and 61% of bisexual women experience rape, violence, physical violence, or stalking by an intimate partner. Now, again, going back to the difference in strength, and it's because
That also,
I don't want to, I'm not saying this to offend anybody, but men overall, their genetics were stronger.
yeah,
So we're able to fight off as opposed to, you know, un- the unfortunate acts that these women
right.
go
But
through, you
now,
know?
um, in when a woman is when you classify as bisexual,
Right.
so you know she's going with men and women.
And women, yeah.
A lot of times, this is I've read and people have told me they'll do you know
Mhm.
threesomes.
Right.
Her best friend or his
Right. Right. Right.
her best friend or whatever, and they it was more intimate with the friend that they were introduced to the relationship and stuff, and then they start paying more attention to this when this one gets jealous or whatever and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah.
and that causes conflicts and that could start
Yeah.
abuse also. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
this is just my opinion and
Yeah.
stuff that people have told me
Yeah.
and what I've read.
Right. Yeah. I've seen actually. I've known people. I've had this one good girlfriend that I went to college with, and she was beautiful, beautiful, thin, long hair, body for life. But she fell into that cycle of being abused, and I couldn't really hang out with her because her boyfriend was jealous of me.
Right.
So she would leave this guy, get into another relationship, and the same cycle. So I had no choice but to cut our friendship off.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know?
the sad thing because that you could have been her lifeline,
Right.
but you're doing it for your own safety
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
potentially because this guy can sneak up on you anywhere in the
Right.
street.
Right. Right. Right.
You know, and things can happen.
And
Give a
I
shout
will
out, Gotlin and Lourdes. Welcome aboard, and thank you for tuning in.
welcome, Gothland. Welcome, Lourdes. If you guys have any comments or any questions, please chime in. Let us know what you know about domestic
Yeah, you
violence
can give us a call.
or any experiences.
You can call us at 347-640-3920. 347-640-3920. We'd love to hear your comments.
Yeah. So as far as men being victims, like we talked about, one of the things that, which is why, excuse me, one of the reasons the numbers are low is because men are afraid to come out and admit that a woman is physically abusing them or mentally or emotionally or financially or sexually abusing them. Um, and because one, that's not a masculine thing.
Exactly.
One is it's not masculine of you to admit to that. Secondly, if you call the cops are gonna look at you like,
Yeah.
man up.
And a lot
You
of
know?
times, once the cops get there, the female will turn the tables on him.
Of course.
And he's going to have to leave.
Right.
He could be the abused one. I said, yo, she just finished busting my ass. Can you stay somewhere else?
Right.
It's
Right.
easier for you to stay in your boy's house than her to leave with the kids or whatever if the kids involved and stuff like that.
Right.
It's easier for you to leave. And
Right.
then that's how we get
Right.
dogged.
And so do you blame men? And I'm not encouraging men to not come out,
Mm-mm.
but men have a lot against them.
You know what I
You know?
blame? The culture.
I blame the culture.
I blame the culture because, like, it's like if we're both burly construction workers or whatever, and I come to you and say, "Yo, man, my wife's been abusing me, bro."
Yeah.
Ah, bro, you crazy, man? That's foreplay. Get
Yeah.
it when you can, and whatever. You know, be a man and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen
No,
that,
I don't mean to laugh, but
but it's
that was funny.
it's true though.
It is true.
You know, and it's sad and it's funny at the same time. But that's why a lot of people don't report it because of the stigma,
Right.
and they're gonna show signs of weakness when the man is supposed to be the
Right.
strong man of the house.
Right.
He's supposed to
Right.
be the Popeye and stuff.
Right.
You know. And
Well, here's another thing. Men don't come out because of that, right? But remember the case of Jeffrey Dahmer?
yes,
Remember one of his victims that unfortunately that he ended up eating was a young, I understand, a young Filipino, I'm not sure, who was in his house. He was, in the act of trying to kill him. The young guy actually escaped the house, but he ran out of the house naked.
ooh,
The cops came. The cops had an opportunity to save him, and they said, "Oh no, it's just excuse the word, fag, some fag stuff going on, or this is between homosexuals."
see, but that was the culture back then,
Right.
and that's
And-
still prevalent.
And that Jeffrey took that boy back into his apartment, killed him, and ate him.
Eat him, wow, devoured him. Now imagine if you're in redneck country,
Hmm.
and you go up to your boy Billy Bob. Hey, Billy Bob, Sharon's been busting my ass, and she's abusing me and everything. What the dude gonna hit? You gonna hit him with a brick?
Yeah,
He goes, no, get over there and fix it.
yeah, yeah. It is it pertains. It pertains
It's bad
to
all the way
this
around.
culture.
It's bad
This
all the way
culture.
around.
So I mean, there is help. Do we have any information on?
Well, I have a number.
Yeah, there is
the-
help
the-
for
the-
those that are watching.
The domestic hotline, the domestic violence hotline.
Right.
It's 1-800-799-SAFE.
Right.
1-800-799-7233. And if you know anybody who might need this or whatever, you can post it on your page and stuff. You can get the word out, and it's okay now.
Yeah.
In this culture, it's okay to come out
Right.
and say you're being abused because one, you don't want to get killed, and two, you don't want to harm somebody and spend the rest of your life in jail.
Right.
And you got it comes down to self-preservation.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take care of you first. It's just like people say, "Oh, these come first." We said, no. If you can't take care of yourself first, you can't take care of somebody else.
Right.
Your house is dirty. How you gonna go clean somebody else's house?
Yeah. Aquí dice Reinaldo, hay algunas señales que se pueden ver cuando una mujer es maltratada o no maltratadora.
The aggressor.
Right? The aggressor.
La
Right.
agresor, eso mismo.
Ajá. Es posesiva, quiere controlar todo lo que hace, tus amigos y quién puede ser tu amigo. Ajá.
Exactly.
Es verdad.
Exactly.
Ellos escogen, pero la meta de estas mujeres que abusan de los hombres es cortar relaciones con su familia totalmente y con sus amistades para
Yeah.
tener control total.
Exactamente como los hombres los hacen.
Yeah.
Las mujeres hacen exactamente lo mismo. Y después la víctima o el víctimo, vamos a decir, porque estamos hablando de los hombres, they make excuses for the abuse.
Yeah.
Like, just how men or that you wanted it to happen and stuff like that. They tell you that the police or others won't help you. It's a mind game that that the women will throw back on the men.
Yeah.
That men have traditionally been doing it to women,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
fall for. And they also, if you're a person that doesn't have many friends and doesn't go out much and stuff like that, that's an even harder thing to see
Yeah.
because you're basically 90% at home, and she'll let you go out once in a blue moon, but you gotta back home real quick.
Yeah.
And sometimes they figure it out too late and stuff. And you can't blame a friend for not seeing the signs because if you've never witnessed domestic abuse or domestic violence, domestic sexual abuse or whatever,
Yeah.
you're not gonna know what the signs are.
Right. Right.
Sometimes they can hit you over the head with it and you won't even know.
Right. Right. And I'm very open about my being a child of domestic violence. I grew up in it with my mom and my dad, but a different form of domestic violence. He was very emotionally abusive towards her and controlled a lot of the things.
That's
Never hit
sometimes
her.
even worse.
Never hit her because my mom is crazy like that.
Yeah. Your mother would still be in jail by now.
Yeah, but yeah. So I know firsthand. But again, I don't personally know any males who've experienced domestic violence, which explains, the low numbers.
Right. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know of anyone either.
So again, please call
347-640-3920 or the domestic violence hotline, Safe Horizons, 1-800-799-SAFE.
Seven-
1-800-799-7233.
7233. Yes, mi gente.
If you, like I said, even if you're in an abusive relationship, call them. It's anonymous. They won't tell anyone. They'll get you the help you need and stuff like that. Or if you know someone, or just even put it out on your page every once in a while because somebody might reach out.
But my thing is, what right does somebody have? ¿Qué derecho tiene una persona to put your hands on somebody that you're supposed to love and protect? Not just love, but be in love. You're both sharing a life together, and then you turn around and you want to put your hands on this individual.
Yeah, it's you know what it is. It's insecurities, low self-esteem, and that person might have been a product of abuse as a child also.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of factors, which is none of them are good, because you shouldn't be putting your hands on a woman or a woman on a man.
Right, and that's an issue
Yeah.
because it goes back to what you said. It may be something that they've experienced as a child.
Yeah.
They never received help,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, in the culture, we don't believe in receiving help because we see that as only for crazy people.
Right.
So there's a lot of things within the culture that
Yeah.
needs to be fixed.
They show that it shows a sign of weakness,
Right.
or like you're not being the man, and then if the woman finds out that you're telling your friends and everything. It could be even worse.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not a man. You're not man enough to handle what I'm giving you or whatever. It's a whole host of things,
Yeah.
and it's serious. It's
Yeah.
very, very serious, guys.
Yeah. It's a domino effect.
Yes.
So,
Stephanie, what's up, baby?
hey,
Glad to see you
Stephanie.
back on the show.
So one more time, this is if anybody out there who is involved in a domestic violence relationship and doesn't know how to reach out to someone or knows of someone, please call Safe Horizon. The number is 1-800-799-7233 or text.
Text the word start to 88788.
Right.
You can text the word start to 88788. There's a lot of ways there's a lot of help out there for you.
Yeah.
For people who really need it, and do it, because one, you could be saving your life, you could be saving the children's life.
Right.
Just for your sanity, I guess. I don't I mean, there's so many good women and good men that have been broken down so bad that they trust no one.
Right.
And it'll go back to man's best friend, which is a dog.
Yeah.
You see these videos on YouTube and on Facebook and stuff that the abused dogs. It takes them so much time to acclimate themselves back to people. They're on the street for so long,
Yeah.
and it's like, why? I mean, what did I do to you but give you love and stuff, and you
Right.
abandon me like that?
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing.
Yeah. Bueno, mi gente, once again, Safe Horizon, 1-800-799-7233 or text START to 88788.
Yes.
Let's talk about rude people. Or people, how we're perceived as rude. Oh, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and talk about how some people feel disrespected by others talking a different language in front of them. Don't go anywhere.
And stay tuned. Those listen. We're gonna have a song played by Vero G. It's called "Broken Dreams." It has to do with domestic violence and stuff.
Okay.
So
We'll be back shortly.
check it out. We'll be back.
Hey everybody, I'm Lil D.
I am Javier Luis.
I'm Alex Polanco.
I'm Apollonia Cruz.
And I'm Kelly Cooper.
I am Shirley Phillips.
I am Emmanuel Anzule. Do you know 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence
During their lifetime,
And domestic violence and abuse can happen to anyone.
regardless of gender, race, or other factors?
2 out of 3 homicide cases are
Females who were killed by a family member or intimate partner.
As domestic violence victims, they face high rates of depression,
Sleep disturbances,
Anxiety.
flashbacks and other emotional distresses.
And without help, witnesses of domestic violence are more vulnerable to become abusers themselves.
thus continuing the cycle of violence in the next generation.
Hello, I'm Charles Aloma. Join the LDM network and Safe Horizon and take a step into changing these facts. So if you are or know someone that is being abused, please call the City Domestic Hotline at 1-800-621-4673. So that is 1-800-621-HOPE.
speak up.
Speak out.
And make a difference.
And just know that you don't have to deal with this alone. There is help.
Hey, what I tell you about washing these goddamn dishes? Washing this damn kitchen, girl. Sick of this shit. broken dreams can never be fixed. She walking down the street with a broken heart. Broken dreams can never be fixed. Yeah, these broken dreams can never be fixed. She walking down the street with a broken heart. These broken dreams can never be fixed.
Kids getting older, worrying about their mother, sticking around in the brutal relationship. Who right, who wrong, who really cares? Mama loses so many tears, she can't believe the man she fell in love. He changed like the summer breeze, catching so much the pain, fighting and biting and yelling and screaming. Kids is crying and yelling and saying, Daddy, won't you leave my mama alone? I'ma dial 911, pick up the racket and say to put the phone down. The head is right in back of the head with the bottle of liquor. I know you have excessive with the center. The rifle up the puzzle out, I like to soar with goat. No more being clueless and hesitating to grab a kids. I ran downstairs and to the front door, hop of the whip, heading north. He started yelling, where you going with my kids?
Yeah, these broken dreams can never be fixed. She walking down the street with a broken heart. These broken dreams can never be fixed.
He went back inside, started drinking more liquor. He can't take the pressure, started talking to herself, but breaking all the picture. She knows she gotta let him go. She still hearing the voices running in her head. They say that we you gon' with my kids, to give me one more chance. She's staring at the mirror, looking all the cuts and bruises. She keeping all the pain like inside of her soul, but like a prisoner. Her daughter say, Mama, don't worry, you could do better. You out and know where you cream, the booty kingdom. You nothing but a woman, be to let him go. So she took up the red and green and threw it on the floor. She still be getting back dreams and nightmares. And daddy gonna find out where she live. But so she changed her name because they're here. But her husband don't recognize her when she walks the streets.
Yep, the streets.
Broken dreams, broken dreams. Done with all this nonsense, break away from this. Tomorrow will be a better day. So wake up and pray from this nightmare I live every day. Wanting a better life, what more can I say? Broken dreams, broken dreams.
Back to El Latino Rudio.
Yeah,
Great
hope you like that video. Yeah, excellent
Broken
video.
Dreams.
Excellent video.
Check her out.
Let's say a little shout out, Manny. My
yes.
brother's watching. What's up, Manny? Stephanie, she's here. Woohoo!
Hey, Manny, what's up? Stephanie, welcome. You ever experienced having a conversation in Spanish with somebody and somebody next to you who you didn't know took offense to that?
I never had that problem, but we see videos and stuff like that and
Yeah.
everything. Now, if I'm speaking to you in Spanish,
Right.
and Chochueco comes from down the block to come and tell me that this is English or whatever, I say, you're my man. I know I speak English, but I'd rather speak Spanish to my friend here. Mind your business and go sit back down.
Right.
Okay? Lárgate. Anyway, Javier, ¿cómo está la cosa? And if you come at me again, I'm going to bust your ass.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Because you see these things on these videos and everything, and they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Listen, when I smell your breath, you assaulted me. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
But you now, let's talk about the etiquette of it.
Okay.
Now, if you have friends, this guy doesn't speak Spanish, he doesn't speak Spanish or anything, but then you turn around to your friend and start speaking in Spanish, and you're in a group,
Yeah.
that's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
That's not right, because and then now this guy's gonna think, yo, wait a minute, bro, are they talking about me?
Yeah.
You know, and he goes, yo, what's the problem? But now sometimes we don't know it, and we'll do it and stuff. But if you call us on it, say, listen, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
forgot, my bad,
Yeah.
or whatever. But there are people you can see that they're talking. Oh, this is the English is spoken in the United States and all this stuff and everything. Like, you know what, guys? Guess what? English is not the official language of the United States because it's not even a law.
It's not a law. It's not in the
It's only
Constitution.
a handful
nothing.
there are only a handful of countries where their native tongue is not the official language.
Right.
English is not it's been adopted. It's spoken by more people, by the most people, and Spanish is the second most spoken language.
most spoken languages
And
is Spanish.
There are at least 350 different spoken languages in the United States. Okay,
Right.
so your English is dominant, but guess what? It's not the official language. So
Right.
fully on you.
Right. I've had my experience at work where I'm talking one-on-one with somebody in Spanish, and a coworker would think we're talking about them. I said, no, I'm not giving you that kind of attention.
No.
You know? But again, I see where that group thing comes into play because I was
if
within
you're in
a
a
group,
group, I
so
understand
I
it.
learned my lesson.
But if you're sitting over there, I generally don't talk to you or whatever, and I'm not even looking in your direction when I'm speaking to my
Right.
friend. Now, if I'm speaking to you and as I'm speaking to you in Spanish, I'm looking in the general direction, whatever. Yeah, okay, you might get some feels.
Right.
But other than that, mind your business, man. Mind your business.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, sometimes I feel kind of like that when I'm in a group setting
Right.
and there's maybe 2 people or 3 people talking French or something, and I don't understand, but we're in a group. So I'm like, that's not cool.
But you know, the
No.
thing is, for me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't. I love listening to the French language.
Right.
And you know what I would tell them if it's like that? I said, bro, you better hope that I don't know what you're talking about, because if you're talking about me, it's gonna be the last time you speak French in front of me.
Yeah, you should have said she foo foo.
Yeah, right. I remember one time there was this. She was Panamanian. Didn't know that she was Latina at the time. I was
Right.
in the subway. Black as this, bro. Beautiful skin, beautiful face, nice and slender. She was gorgeous, minding her own business.
Yeah.
These 2 Latinas, I won't say where they were from, but they were saying, oh, mira esa negra, se cree que es bella y todo esto. You know, carrying on, talking
Yeah.
smack.
Talking smack.
So I'm listening. I'm going like this. I'm saying to myself, I hope this girl's not Latina and she's going to come out and start busting somebody's ass. Comes to go at 66th Street. She gets up and she looks at the girls and stuff like that. He goes, mira, piensa quién es quién antes de hablar mierda. They walked up. Those women turned so red.
Yeah. I've heard
That they look
stories
like
like
tomatoes,
that.
bro.
I've heard stories like that.
And I was sitting there and I wanted to laugh so hard. But like, the look that I gave them was like, ¿Quién te manda?
Right.
You know, and he said, yo,
Right.
you got to think about what you... And they do to Nelson. Nelson looks white as white.
Right.
They do to him on a train. They go, mira, que hace este blanco aquí. Mira, ten cuidado con quien tú hablas. Yo soy boricua. And they look at him and go, oh, perdona, no quería... No era a ti. He goes, yeah, pendejo, I'm the only one in the car.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean,
Yeah.
1 is uncomfortable. 2,
It
you
is.
got to kind of realize where you're at. It's happened a couple of times in my home where I've had, get-togethers and people would start talking Spanish, but I would find myself translating. And I'm like, wait, I don't need to translate. Just speak English.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
There's some people here that don't speak Spanish.
Some people, and then, they'll use the excuse, oh, I'm more comfortable speaking in my language and stuff like that. I get it.
Yeah,
but,
but
you have to have consideration because we have people in the group, in the conversation, that don't understand it.
Yeah.
For me, I would put a twist to it. I say,
Yeah.
Papa, don't worry about it, bro. If they talk about you, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah. Good backup. So according to what we were just talking about, in the U.S. there's approximately 331 million people, of which 300 million, 90% roughly, speak English, and but million Americans also speak Spanish, which is the second largest
Right.
spoken
Exactly.
language. But there's also Chinese, Tagalog, which is a
Tagalog,
dialect
with the dialect of the Philippines.
Vietnamese, and French, including Creole.
Yes, French Creole.
Is
Not
there-
like Kid Creole, but a Creole.
Is there a language that you always wanted to learn?
Oh my God, there's several. You can learn it. Italian.
Italian.
I love Italian. I love the way they speak. I think the Italian language is sexier than French. I'm sorry.
It could be. I could see that.
I like
I
it
can
better
see
because
that.
I don't know, because the way they pronounce it. Also Portuguese.
Portuguese is
I,
better. Well,
I can understand a lot of when they speak.
but now you're tapping on the romance languages, but Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish, it's almost kind of like falls in the same category.
Basically, because we understand each other
Right.
quite a bit, because there are a lot of similar words and they'll just pronounce it differently.
Yeah.
You know, and excuse me, like cocina.
Yeah.
The Italians say cucina.
Cochina. Yeah.
You know, not cochina, but a cucina.
Cochina.
Just to get that right, you know.
That's
You know,
hilarious.
and I would love to learn Italian.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I would like to learn Chinese.
Ooh, that's a hard language.
What, bro? There's 20 what? I think it's 23 different
That's-
dialects.
Yeah.
Or even more.
I'm good. George can do that for us.
Yeah, right. We'll have him order some Chinese food for us in Chinese, like in the old days.
Manny says the Italian language is very romantic. It is very romantic.
How you know, Manny? Huh?
Maybe he went out with somebody. who spoke- Shh, don't say
Victor,
nothing.
what's up, Papa? Thank you for tuning in, man.
Welcome, Victor. Yeah, so I don't know if I tried studying French back in my college days, but
But you know, you have to do the dialect.
yeah,
You know, like I know French fries. That's it.
I know French bread.
Parlez-vous français? Comment allez-vous? It's an interesting language, but I really want to learn Italian, because I got friends that are Italian. I want to mess with them.
Yeah, I know. The only thing I really know about French is ferme la bouche.
Ferme la bouche. Oh no.
That means shut up. Doesn't mean anything that
Ferme
you're
la
thinking.
bouche, no vonge. You go, shut up, no lunch.
you
Ule
say that-
couché avec quoi ce soir?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, right.
Renaldo-
Ni tú mismo te lo crees.
Molto interesante.
That's Italian.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Reynaldo.
Thank you, Rina. Well, anyway.
Oh, he goes, Manny. He wrote a paragraph. I think that if you're here in America, you should learn to speak English. My experience being in several countries, they want you to speak their language. Which, absolutely. One is just to even get by.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
yourself a better job, because you know how cool it is to be bilingual
Yeah.
and fluent in it? A lot of people that I know, Spanish speaking, they were afraid to learn English because they were afraid to mispronounce it and people would laugh at them.
Right.
You know, you have to learn how to do it, and it's a good chance you're not going to shake your accent.
Right.
It's always going to be on the heavy side, but you can work at it. And if you can defend yourself in English and in Spanish, bro, a lot more doors open to you as far as employment and social gatherings, and people will look at you, because interpreters make some money.
Yeah.
Interpreters make a lot of money. Go check out interpreter jobs in the UN.
Yeah.
English, I honestly thought that English was the official language until
Yeah.
I looked this up.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it's not now.
Yeah.
But you should learn English. If
Yeah.
you're coming from a different country, learn the language,
Yeah.
because that's how you're going to survive here.
Right.
You're going to get stuck in mediocre jobs and not live up to your potential. I know people who have come from different countries that were doctors and lawyers and stuff, but because they couldn't speak the language, they end up being a clerk.
Yeah. But you know, the other thing is, one of my pet peeves is that, like Manny says, you come here and you've been here for years,
Right.
but you don't know a lick of English. Now, a lot of the fault comes with the system. Like, for instance, Chinatown, there's a lot of elders that don't know English.
No, not at
but
all.
they have their clinics where it's just all Asian doctors
Exactly.
and nurses.
And that's what
They
that's
have
all
the
they know.
supermarkets that's all Asian. So they're not given the opportunity, because now you've become comfortable in your own 4 blocks.
Exactly.
You know, so you don't have to venture out and deal with because you have everybody doing it for you.
Right. And you know what's even more sad about the Chinese language? When I was working in transit, this was several years ago, we had a job at 59th Street
Right.
where all the trains were coming in on the express track downstairs. And Manny said linguists, they make a ton of money, which is true. and there was a Chinese lady who was lost, but she's speaking to me in her language, and I
Yeah.
have no idea how to
Right.
communicate with this lady. So I see another Asian lady coming this way. I said, "Ma'am, do you speak? Are you Chinese?" He goes, "Yes." "Oh, please, can you help me?" She comes to the lady, and the lady starts talking to her. I said, "Oh, no, 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 I can't. I don't understand her dialect. I speak I'm Mandarin, and she's Cantonese."
Oh.
And I said, "Oh my
Wow.
God!" And I mean, now a lot of people are learning both because, from what I understand, George can clarify this with me when he comes. Mandarin and Cantonese are the two dominant dialects in China,
Okay.
and you got people that are learning both of them, so that way they could para eso bebe. They could learn
is live.
both dialects in order to help people, and it'll help yourself also learning fluent, not a language, but two dialects. And then if you learn English, you get three.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, like you, I thought that English was the official language. Is not the
No,
official
no.
language of the United States.
Not at all.
They never thought it was needed. It needed to be protected.
Right.
Anyway, enough of the languages. You know your surroundings, and just be mindful of that.
Let's get to some fun stuff now.
Listen, summer's coming.
Yes.
What are you into in the summer?
I don't like the beach.
I love the beach.
Take me to the mountains.
You don't like the beach, really?
No, that sand gets in places where you shouldn't be in. That salt water and stuff, you swallow it sometimes. You go,
Listen.
no. Give me a pool of the mountains, bro. Give me the mountains.
That's sperm whale you're swallowing right there.
Mira, bro, if I wasn't scared of you, I'd slap the shit out of you in front of all these people. In front of the 6 people that are watching. And they're all my friends. Well, except for Reynaldo. Reynaldo will be on your side.
So, the beach, I'm the beach guy.
I don't like it.
I love the beach.
I'll hang out on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
I'll chill on the boardwalk. If it got rides and stuff, I'll chill and stuff. But to sit on the sand, no.
Damn, you make
¿Pa'
it sound
qué?
like
No.
pendeja.
Put me on a... So what? I'm a pendeja. Don't talk to me that way, all right?
I said pendeja. I didn't say you were pendeja.
Well, then, you know what? Pronounce it better.
I know, right? I should put
Let's
the
work on this.
accent.
Let's work
where
on
it is.
this.
It's about the accent.
But, it's just I find it so boring at the beach.
Really?
What am I going to do?
No,
It's
I love the
sand
beach.
and I'm sitting
so,
there.
okay, for me, the beach is very tranquil. It's very relaxed. I don't like a crowded beach. I used to, but I don't like a crowded beach. Spending time in PR this last week.
That's a whole different world, man.
Right. So I'm more of a southern type island beach person, as opposed to the north. The north here, like for instance, I love Far Rockaway. I like Reese Beach. I don't like to get into the waters.
There's nothing wrong with the water.
I don't like
It's a little saltier.
It's not.
So what? You might get pricked by a freaking needle in the butt and stuff. 9 times out of 10, there's nothing in
It's
it.
just rough. It's like it's the Atlantic Ocean.
Ay,
It's like
mira,
no.
But if you go to
Pero-
Miami and go in the water,
no,
it's the same Atlantic
tampoco,
Ocean.
Tampoco. I don't do well. Miami's a little nicer. Go to Key West. But when we were talking about the Caribbean,
I'm sorry. My brother Manny just came back from Texas. He was Africa hot.
Yeah.
He goes hot at the beach. The heat index was 103
Wait,
to 105.
he went to
see his daughter.
Okay. Wow.
There was christening for, was it Austin, Manny? I think it was. Not Austin. Aspen.
Okay.
My great niece.
Just came back from there
Yeah,
it
and it
goes.
was like 105 degrees.
He
the heat
says
index.
Africa hot.
Yeah.
I bet you Africa's hotter than that. So listen, let's run down a couple of the beaches that we have here in New York City.
Okay, we got Fort. This is interesting. Fort Tilden Beach.
I've never
it's
heard
New
of that.
York City's best kept secret and lifeguard free.
Fort Tilden.
Yeah, it's only a 3-mile beach of clean sand, trees, and grassy dunes, and it's so isolated. Even on a summer weekend, you'll get a good 50 yards of separation between you and the next and the next sunbather.
I think I want to explore that.
But
this
no,
summer.
but check us out.
What?
It's not easily inaccessible. It's inaccessible by subway or car unless you have fancy fishing license or riding a bike there.
That's out of the question. So next,
Nova. Jacob Reese Park Beach.
I've been to Jacob.
Para la gente fresca.
Been to Jacob many times.
I went there once.
Galveston. Your
I went there
brother says
once.
Galveston.
My Manny was in Galveston. I went there once.
Where?
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Reese Beach is fun. Now the women they go topless a lot in Reese Beach, and nobody says nothing. You can't say anything. The cops can't say anything.
No, because that's what the beach is for. We're gonna do our next show from there live on the beach. Well, I'll be on the boardwalk. Javier will be on the sand.
Yeah, because he doesn't like the beach, right?
No. We're gonna see Javier running around
So
in his birthday suit.
Nathan says Fort Tilden is next door to Reese Beach. Is it?
You know, it's funny. I'm thinking
but
Fort
still-
Tilden was in the
Carajo,
Long
man.
Island. I mean, Staten Island.
But still, you need a boat basically to get to that,
It's a
unless you know
small little
something I
stretch.
don't know. We should try it out. And then there's Jones Beach.
Oh, Jones Beach there's a lot to do with Jones Beach. You have the amphitheater. Yeah. You have a lot of the air shows, concerts, and this stuff. They even have a pool.
I saw Barry Manilow in Jones Beach.
Barry Manilow.
Yeah, well, he performed there years ago. It was really nice.
I've never been to a concert there. I've been to air shows.
There, yeah.
I've been to the air shows. I love the air shows.
And then there's Cherry Grove Beach and Fire Island.
Oh, since the 60s. That's been a happening place for the gay and lesbian crowd.
Yeah. Long Beach. I don't think I've ever been to Long Beach.
Well, I was in the Short Beach.
All right, let's skip New York. So people.
Hold on. We got to give honorable mention. Orchard Beach, the Bronx Riviera.
Wait.
Some people don't like it.
I don't
they have
like it.
different names or whatever, but the beach is cleaner than it's been in a long time.
He says you can walk there. Okay.
Okay,
We'll try
Nathan.
it. We'll try it. But we'll try it for the summer. But Orchard Beach, I'm not a fan of it because the last time I was there, you mentioned it is a man-made beach, so there's really no flow of water.
Well,
There
is currents. There is currents to move, but you got the pigs there. If you got to see diapers there, there's
That's
no fish.
the thing.
They got
I saw
diapers,
diapers
okay?
floating
Because son la gente
in
puerca
that
que de
ocean,
ahí.
you know?
Los cagones. So it has nothing to do with the beach being dirty. They dirtied it.
It's disgusting, man. It was Pampers, and then there was one time I thought I saw a Twix floating in front of me. It was not Twix.
You said you thought it was a Twix, and now it's not a Twix.
It's not a Twix.
Did you taste it?
It was a piece of turd.
Was it a Baby Ruth that looks like a turd?
It was a chocolate.
Did it have peanuts in it?
It had bumps, yes.
Well, it could have been a Baby Ruth, a chocolate covered Baby Ruth.
It could have been somebody's a Puerto Rican's turd because they had rice corn.
Why you got to be Puerto Rican? Dominicans eat rice and corn.
So, no, I don't like.
Okay.
What is that?
You know what I miss about Rockaway?
What's that?
The amusement park. Playland.
I've never been.
Oh, I used to love going there better than Coney Island.
No, Coney Island. Is that the same thing?
No. Rockaway and Coney. Coney, how old are you, bro? How long you lived in New York?
I'm not about.
Excuse me. He likes the beach where, ya tú sabes.
Yeah, tú sabes.
You got Rockaway.
Island, I've done Coney Island.
Yeah, they have well since Hurricane Sandy they tore up everything. Now they got new boardwalks and got they have you got a few blocks of only a few blocks from the subway.
Right.
It's about an hour trek from downtown.
Yeah.
And it's expansive near the mile long beach and stuff. They got great waves. A lot of surfers go out there, especially when it's rip currents. But if you're not a good swimmer, you got to be careful.
Yeah. And Coney Island. So those are the beaches here in New York. But let's just say a couple of the beaches in Puerto Rico.
Okay. Vamos. La Playa Flamenco. It's on Culebra Island. Yeah. It's about 17 miles east of the main island of Puerto Rico, and 12 miles west of St. Thomas. So it's like right in the middle.
Right.
You can swim there, swim back.
Yeah. So I definitely want to check out. I heard a lot about Playa Flamenco. Sun Bay Beach, which is number 2 on the list. Also
It's like Culebra, but it's in Isla Vieques. Vieques Island, another Spanish Virgin Island destination.
But there's so many beach destinations in
you
Puerto Rico that you gotta experience. So many of them.
You got Luquillo Beach. That's Luquillo is very famous. Yeah. Playa Crash Boat.
Playa Crash Boat, I heard, got destroyed with Hurricane Maria. It's not what it used to be.
Oh, okay.
It even.
It's not far from Rincon.
Right. So, and then there's Isla Verde and Playa Sucia. Playa Sucia, I definitely want to check out Playa Sucia.
The Dirty Beach?
The Dirty Beach.
Well, Nathan says here Orient Beach in St. Martin. It says number 1, but they have it here as Bora Bora, the number 1 beach in the world. So, Nathan, we got to talk. Talk to Harv. Otra, bro. I don't know what happened in the last 2 weeks. He was gone, bro.
I had
a
good time.
Then you have también Playa Sucia. That's the funny one, bro.
Playa Sucia, yeah.
You got Isla Verde, of course, is very famous.
Right.
Condado Beach.
Condado Beach is
Where all
right.
the frillies go. You got Ocean Park Beach. I never heard of that. It's another Condado District beach.
Yeah, that's very touristy. Condado Beach
Well,
is
it says
touristy.
it's more secluded. And
Ocean Park?
Ocean Park Beach.
Yeah.
It developed in the 50s as a Miami Beach style. Okay, ya tú sabes.
Yeah.
Miami Beach style. Then you got Balneario. Eso mismo. Boquerón. Balneario.
There you go.
De Boquerón. It's also another beach in. You got Tortuga Beach.
Right.
And it probably has nothing to do with turtles.
Yeah.
He goes, it's the only accessible by water taxi or boat.
So listen, have you ever heard of Gilligan's Island in Puerto Rico?
Isn't that the one? Is that the island off of Ponce?
Yes, I believe
Caja de
so.
Muerto?
I don't know if Caja de Muerto and Gilligan's Island are the same thing.
Because I've seen people go there.
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
boats that go out there.
So it's interesting. Gilligan's Island is based on one of our little islands.
That's the. I mean, it was filmed on a soundstage.
Yeah, it was filmed
Obviously.
on a soundstage.
But yeah, and Domes Beach. I thought that was Dones Beach. I didn't see the M. I said, "Oh, right, we got a beach. I'm gonna get my money." He goes, it was famous after hosting the 1968 World Surfing Championships.
Yeah.
When footage of surfers conquering the frequent 15-foot waves, bro. That's some big waves out there.
So, Playa Colara.
No. Bro.
Colara.
Colara. Red Beach.
Colara. No, that's not Red Beach. Colara. No, that's not Red Beach.
No?
No.
Then what is it then?
It's just Colara. That's it.
It could be female red instead of Colorado.
Okay, yeah, okay. Bueno, anyway, so we have an idea of which beaches to hit if you guys are planning on traveling. If you're not planning on traveling, you could go to his favorite beach, Georgia Beach.
Ooh, he said a fresh. It's called the Bronx Riviera. And that's where a lot of artists.
Why do you guys call it the Bronx Riviera?
Because that's what it is. It's been like that since the 60s. Since the 60s, my friend. Not
The
the kid.
Bronx
Look it up.
Riviera.
No, I got that from Goodfellas. No, not Goodfellas. The one Robert De Niro and the
That's right. That's right.
the guy who killed the people for the pills in Pelham Bay.
Okay.
The actor, I forgot his name. Cologero.
Okay. All right. Well,
That movie. They that's what it was called, the Bronx Riviera.
so we'll
Anyway.
see you in the Bronx Riviera, but not anytime soon. But guys, we had a good time, and we will see you guys next Wednesday. Do we have George coming next Wednesday?
Oh no, I don't. I think it's the week after, 20-something.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Anyway,
We'll
guys,
let you guys know.
have a good night, and we'll see you soon.
Take care. I'm Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and
This is Javier Luis.
all right. Good night.
Bye.
Stay tuned for the Ralphie G Show.
Yo.
R&R Show. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you try to do things for free.
Por amor.